guys, I am Chris Gaylor.
And I'm Amber Fast and Kajin Cosplay, and tonight we are watching with you guys Vikings!
Sorry, Vikings! Season 1, Episode 8, and this one is called Sacrifice.
Okay!
Last episode, what happened?
Well, Ragnar 1, King L 0.
Yes.
That's all I can say about that episode, guys.
They made him a fair offer. Your brother's life and in exchange for money. And the guy thought that he could win this one pretty easily because they're just beasts and they don't know how to fight.
They're
and
just
blah, blah, blah.
intense warriors.
Exactly. So it ended badly for them because they're not as dumb as he thinks they are. And they did something really cool with, like, they baited them and then they did that thing with the door and the spikes, and that was amazing. And I mean, they kept true to their word. They killed the brother and they got their money and left. Lagertha was in charge of the camp and she was doing well, but then she lost the baby, I think.
Yeah, she did.
So I don't know how Ragnar's gonna react to this.
He won't take it well, I'm sure of it.
And I'm pretty sure it might be seen as a very bad sign. So I don't know how they're gonna react. I don't know how they're gonna deal with this. Let's just say that I think the joy of coming back with all this money is gonna be taken down a little bit by the news of losing his son. If she did lose it, she was bleeding a lot, so I'm expecting her to have lost the baby. But I mean, I don't know. Sometimes they surprise us with these things. So let's see. All right, let's watch it, guys. Let's watch Sacrifice. And we're finishing season 1. Literally. Almost, like there's only 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
My gift for the ghost. I ask their blessings for my son.
I wonder if
You take the offerings.
their relationship maybe got colder because of what happened. I don't know.
I don't
think
he
so.
would put it harsh for the loss of their baby.
Are you not happy that we're going to Uppsala?
Of course I'm happy. When we reach Uppsala, we shall ask the gods why they give with one hand, but take away with the other. Why they make me ill, yet kill my son.
We can have more sons.
Have we not tried?
He's bitter. Oh. It's like a cruel fate. They give him and they give him and then whoop.
It's true though, to if you compare it from the age Bjorn and Gita have.
It's been a while, huh?
Yeah.
Do as you will with me. Make me blind or deaf if you want to. But give me a son. Before it's too late.
Let me understand your will. Is it true that I shall have more sons, like their Seer says? Who will bear me, my son?
Dude. You should... Did he really ask that? What, dude? It's the worst that the Seer told him this because now they obsess over it. He's losing faith in his wife because he believes that she's not gonna be the one to give him his sons. She's afraid to let him down. I don't want their relationship to go to shit because of that.
6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. And 9 goats and 9 pigs. There's 9 of everything.
Yes.
And this?
It's for the humans that have been chosen.
9 humans.
Okay. Do I say it again?
What?
Different culture. And something that he took really hard last time when Earl died.
Come join us, please.
Their vision of what death is, what it means to them, is totally different. So
Eat these.
What is it, mushrooms?
At least they include him in this. They make fun of him for not knowing, but...
I think it is. Yeah. Have some fun while you're at it, dude.
In his case, we can't say it's peer pressure because he's genuinely interested in what they have to say.
I just want to laugh with them. But
She's,
interest.
The ex-Earl's daughter's looking at him a lot.
Oh my god, that's so strange.
He's tripping.
Yeah.
This is cool though how they did this. I think this might be the turning point for him.
You think?
I've been waiting for you.
If he goes with her, it's the turning point. He's forsaking his vows.
Oh, okay.
I really love how they did this over the course of the episodes. Him just deciding to switch religions like that.
Why do you do this, Terry?
Don't you understand? I have to.
Oh,
Is she preparing him to be a sacrifice?
oh, please no. Please no.
I thought she wanted to have sex with him. I'm like, whoa, it turned really, what?
Ragnar did look at him strangely when he talked about the 9 chosen sacrifice.
Let's hope it's not that. I like this guy. I don't want him to die.
Travelers and storytellers have described how you came to your throne by defeating, one by one, the 6 uncles that killed your father.
And my mother. And all my sisters and brothers.
I also know how you favor the poets at your court. In the living presence of the gods, I offer you my fealty and my service.
Okay. So he's like a king,
What can I
and
do
since
for
he's
you?
an earl, he's like a lord, basically.
You could join forces with him. I want to send bigger raiding parties to the west. Yes, to plunder, but also to explore new lands.
There are other lands to the west.
Of course!
There's a kingdom called Francia. A kingdom far larger, far richer,
Frank, you frets?
far more powerful than England.
I share your appetite for new adventure, Ragnar Lothbrok, and I will gladly join forces with you. Since as king, I'm naturally not in favor of individual enterprise by my earls or anyone else. But believe me, I will be happy enough just to have my name linked with yours when the poets tell the story of how we Norsemen sailed west and discovered new worlds.
It is a story that's gonna transcend generations.
How many women have you been with?
I thought it was strange that he was with other women last night.
What I want here.
I thought we came here together, but
We did come here together. We are together. I am who I am. And I won't change. So leave if you want to. But one day,
Open marriage is a thing,
I'll
but
be a great man.
yeah, they're not very
Regret
good at
leaving me
it.
just
Either.
because I sleep with other women.
Maybe she wants someone at her side that can respect her.
if you really want to be a great man, should you not be meeting with King Horik now?
What do you mean?
Well, that's where your brother is now.
Oh,
If you weren't so stubborn and so drunk, you would be there too, but you weren't invited. You didn't even know about it.
shit.
I could have told you. You need me as much as I need you.
Okay, it makes sense. Like, her relationship with the ex-earl was that she was helping him as much as he was helping her. And she's a manipulator too, like we saw it several times.
Ragnar Lothbrok, you have done me the honor of pledging your fealty as Earl to me Forgive me then if I seem anxious to make use of your skills and reputation as soon as possible.
A game of Tafel.
Of what?
Sorry, I said it wrong. Tafel. Yeah.
There is a Jarl in Jotunland, Jarl Borg. Would you be prepared to travel to Jotunland as my emissary? I can think of no one who I would rather represent my case, for your fame is widespread. What do you say?
Look at his face. He'll say yes. He's making moves.
But yeah, Tafel is the Viking game of check.
I just didn't hear what you were saying.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to say some kind of English word, and I was like,
No,
what?
I said it so wrong. Sorry, guys.
At first, I was suspicious of you. So I spoke to Lord Ragnar. He told me your story. That you were a Christian and worshipped a god called Jesus Christ. Is that true?
Yes.
And do you still worship this god? Are you still in your heart a Christian?
No.
Say it.
You need to believe in what you say.
No. You know why you're here, don't you? You have been brought here as a sacrifice.
Oh, no.
I don't think he knew. I was saying you were treating him as a good friend. Why?
You lied about your faith. But if he doesn't believe in
I
their...
have come to tell you that the sacrifice of this man will not please the gods. He is neither willing, nor is his faith acceptable to Odin. One amongst you must agree to take his place tomorrow at the sacrifice. If not, then all shall fail.
Oh, that's one of
anyone else can claim this honor.
Ragnar's friends.
Oh.
I desire to be sacrificed. I trust that the gods will find my sacrifice acceptable, in which case I look forward to it joyfully.
Oh my god. I still think it was a dick move not to tell him about this.
He's gonna feel guilty though because of him someone else has to die.
I mean, no one told him. In this case, it wouldn't have been a sacrifice. It would have been straight up murder.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard somewhere that for human sacrifice in Viking culture, that means it's also something really, really, really important. If not, goats or just animals will do the same, but...
shit. That was both really disturbing and really well done.
Oh shit.
Oh.
If he wasn't sure before that about his fate, I think now he doesn't have any more doubts anymore.
Oh my god. It's crazy how much faith they have in their gods. Holy shit, it's not like, you know, sometimes I would read stories about other cultures, other religions and stuff, and sometimes when they sacrifice other people, it's not always willingly that the sacrifice goes to the butcher, you know? They don't do this because they want to, they're being forced to do it. And this kind of sacrifice feels like it's a really selfish sacrifice where you force someone else to die in order for you to gain what you want. In this case, it's totally up to them. Of course, it's not like they don't tell everyone, well, if no one sacrifices themselves,
We're all gonna be doomed!
Yeah, so, I mean...
But yeah, for human sacrifice, they always need to be willing to do it.
Yeah, so
It's
really...
a great honor, technically, so...
That's what you were trying to say in the midst of all this, that it was...
Oh,
it's
no,
highly regarded.
I mean that usually for sacrifice, goats, animals were used to do it, but if they wanted to do human sacrifice, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's only for something really, really, really important.
They say it's once every 9 years, he was saying in the beginning of the episode, that they do this.
Yeah.
So...
for example, if you're going to the battle of your life, they could do a human sacrifice because they need great blessing from the gods.
There's a huge difference. Like, if you compare Ragnar and his group to the priest, their religions, and how much they have faith in their gods, it's totally different. Because you could ask the priest, like, do you believe in your faith so much that you would be willing to give your life for it? We know that he had doubts when he joined Ragnar's family. At first he wanted to keep with his traditions, keep with his religion, and now he still keeps the cross, and he has doubts, but he's not even close to showing as much faith and devotion as they are. And he was pretty devoted before he joined Ragnar's family. Like, he had, you know, swore his entire life, he swore celibacy, he swore all of that. But he was willing to...
It's true that compared to what he used to do with the other priests in the monastery, their kind of devotion is to another level, technically.
And when compared... I mean, he was in a harsh situation. I mean, what was demanded of him was pretty huge. And he kind of forsake his vows. Like, he was willing to go with that girl. He was willing to try the mushrooms. He was willing to say that he was no longer a Christian. Even though he still keeps his faith, he was willing to forsake it for the sake of acceptance, for the sake of being with them. And we discussed this in an earlier episode when we were saying Ragnar is asking for answers. He wanted answers from his gods before he killed the Earl, before they got attacked. And it was crazy because where Ragnar was asking his gods for something and he was not getting any answers, he was kind of lashing out a little bit at the priest. And the priest, same thing. He was kind of asking answers from his god, and he was not getting anything. So his response to that was to kind of try the other religion. And we were saying that, you know, your faith is... You get to prove your faith when you're at your lowest. So when you're asking for answers and you don't get answers, this is when your true faith is being tested. And we could say that the priest failed because he forsake it. Even though he still believed in his religion, he forsake it. So when you compare his level of devotion and his faith to them who are willing to walk up to that table, lay down, and get killed for their faith. Same thing with the woman that got killed for the Earl's funeral. they believe so much that they are willing to give their lives because they think they know what's going to happen after. For the priest to be compared to them, he must feel miserable. His level of faith, I think his level of faith is not nearly as close to their level of faith. Their religion is really different. But
yeah, the religion is really different, and the priests believe in his entire life that the life is precious. You need to take care of it. And it's a disturbed thing to see people who are so willing to give up their own life just because of faith.
And I once again, I mean, how is he going to react after this? Like, in the end, he was saying, no, I'm not a Christian anymore, but it's because he kept the cross and he reached for it when he learned that he was about to die, and he felt doubt and he felt scared, and he went for the comfort of his religion, and they were basically saying, okay, you know what, you're not gonna fit for sacrifice, and Ragnar's just saying, in the end, your God pulled through for you, so you got your support, and he's there just waiting for answers that he's not getting. And people are always saying that Ragnar is really favored by the gods, and he was favored when he went west and he succeeded in every single trip he made there against the king. They didn't lose like much. I think they lost the old guy who wanted to die, so it's a good thing.
A couple of them, but not much.
So I mean, compared to the other army, they were really a small party, and they still survived. They got their gold.
True.
And then he comes back home, and his son is dead. Which I'm gonna repeat what I said in the episode, but obviously maybe with more sense this time. But I feel like to see his reaction to losing a son, an unborn son. And compared to the joy he got from being Earl and getting these riches and stuff, you get to see where his heart truly is as a character. I feel like we've been saying from the beginning of this show that we felt like Ragnar was not after the same things as the others. He's more after the adventure. He wants to discover new things. He wants to learn about these other cultures. He wants to see unseen lands. He wants to travel. He doesn't want the Earl title. That was never one thing he went after. At least I don't think he ever wanted to go there. And to see that he's kind of putting on the balance, losing a son, but became Earl, he's really bitter about this. So I like that we get to see where his art truly is, and it's in the right place. I feel like it's in the right place.
Yeah.
Like he's not saying, oh, I lost my unborn son, but I became Earl, so I mean, makes sense. No, he's really bitter, and I kind of love this.
Considering the fact that your name's gonna live through your descendants, through your sons and their sons and the sons after that, losing a child, it's a big deal. Even today, losing a child is a big deal.
Well, like I said, it depends on what you want as a person. I'm not sure someone like Rollo would care.
I think that if he knew that he was about to have a child, that would be a big matter to him too.
Right now, though, he seems to be so focused on becoming this bigger man. He wants success so fast.
Question that he asked the All-Father, who's gonna bury my sons?
That broke my heart a little bit.
Do you think he's gonna cheat on Lagertha because of it?
I don't know. He seems lost right now. Like he was expecting another son. He was expecting this from. I mean, he was told this, but they tried so much, and it's almost like the gods are saying to him, "Well, your wife is no longer capable of giving you this future, but the oracle told you that it was gonna happen. So what does it mean?" I'm like, I don't want this to destroy the relationship. And she's so scared. She's so scared of not giving him what he expects, what he wants. So I really hope she gets to have this son for her sake and his sake. But I want him to pull through here and have faith in his wife. Please don't let her down because you're so scared of not getting the favor you ask for and stuff.
Yeah. I know he's gonna have more sons. I know that. I just hope that it's with Lagertha and not with someone else. It's gonna break my heart.
We'll see. Now Rollo and Siggy, right? That's her name. Siggy.
Yeah.
Siggy, when I first saw her character with the other Earl, I was thinking that she was just as bad as he was.
Manipulative bitch.
Yeah, she was manipulating him, but now I kind of see that it's not so much about manipulation. It's just that she has high hopes for herself. She wants to be in a good position, and she wants to be respected in that position. She was an Earl's wife, and he promised her that she could be that again, and now he's just straight up disrespecting her by sleeping with other girls and stuff. This is Rollo we're talking about. This is his character so far, and he has a hard time having staying faithful to one woman. We haven't seen that from him yet. So, and the thing is, it's the conversation they had makes me believe that the only thing stopping Rollo from getting everything that Ragnar is getting is himself, his attitude, his way of going at things, his own ambition, or his lack of ambition.
Yeah.
And Siggy is basically telling him, you have dreams, I have dreams, you need me, and I need you. Let's work as a team. Stop being your own obstacle. We will do this together. Mm-hmm. I'm just really scared that what they're going to try to do is going to put the others in danger somehow. I want to believe that Rollo is loyal to his brother, and he will stay loyal to his brother. He's shown several times that he was loyal and he was capable of suffering for him.
Please continue on that path, please.
Yeah, but with Siggy by his side, I'm afraid of where this might go. They have ambition, that's for sure, and it's not a crime to want to become Earl. Just do it on your own, please. Don't rob your brother's legacy for that. Don't become prick, please. I said I was gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, and I still do. So
give him a bone.
Yeah. It's okay to have
bone in his hands.
It's okay to have ambitions. It's okay. Yeah. Do it the right way, though.
Also, Gida now is a woman.
Yeah.
She's of age, or almost of age, to get a husband.
Her dad's the Earl. If she doesn't want to marry anyone, he's not going to let her. He's going to protect her. He cares so much about his kids. The way he's such a good dad, like the way he acts with them is so cute. I shouldn't say cute when I'm talking about a Viking, but still, he's cute.
Or you can
with
say
them.
cute. They're yummy.
Anyway, next episode is the finale of season 1.
True.
We'll get to see. I want to see more of how the priest reacts. Like, he seemed to be adapting to their culture, but obviously it's not as easy as it seems. I really love how they're doing this, showing these beliefs, showing these religions, and showing how someone. I mean, he's surrounded by them. He's surrounded by a different culture, a different religion, by people that think differently. There's peer pressure, of course. Like, they're not forcing him, but you know what I mean.
He wants to walk free among them, but to do so, he needs to think like them, believe like them.
Yeah, and he was willing, but he was willing. It's just that you don't erase a lifetime of beliefs and faith like that. I mean, if you truly want to follow their religion, it's going to take some time, and it's going to take for you. I mean, it's hard to say because I don't believe in something the same way they do. I'm not a strong believer like this. I don't have that much faith, but so I cannot say I understand what it takes to switch religion like that. But I can understand it. It's hard. That's for sure. I can say it's obviously hard and it's going to take time. And if he really wants to do it, he needs to be he needs to stop lying to himself.
Harsh thing to do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so we're gonna move on. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it's already on Patreon. A link is in the description.
So you know the trail, guys. You want to watch? Sorry. If you want to watch it now, you go down there, you click, and you subscribe, or you wait for the next one to be up on YouTube
very soon.
So see you soon, guys.
Bye.